today, will you please welcome my first fantastic Eurovisual guest, John Shuttleworth! John!
Hello.
Great to meet you, John. I'm very well, and how are you?
You got military fatigues on there, haven't you, lad? Lovely. Massive.
Very nice. Army surplus.
Yes.
Now, I've got to ask you, you're a composer, you're a writer, very, very successful, but you haven't made it, have you, John? What's going on?
What do you mean?
Well, you just haven't cracked the big time.
Well, I play the drop-in centre every Thursday.
But
Mind you, I haven't been there recently because I play a few songs after I've supervised the table tennis because I'm very good at ping-pong. Nice backhand, you know. And but they use the table for the nativity play, Wesleyan Reformed Sunday School.
Yeah.
And as a stable, you know. And this lad is a shepherd. He's only 10, but he had an hereditary weight problem. And he leaned forward to get a better view of baby Jesus, and he snapped a leg. So it's out of action. So do you see my problem? Because I've not been there for a while.
No. But what about the charts? Why aren't you? Who's pushing you? Who's pushing you, John?
Well, nobody.
What about Ken, your agent?
I know. Ken Worthington, next door neighbour and sole agent. He was on New Faces, of course, in '73. Yeah. Yes, he did come last, but it was definitely him. You know, it was him.
But it put him in touch with show business people, which I suppose is important. But he's not Peter Powell, is he?
No. He did go to Diana's wedding. He wasn't invited. Well, you know, he was there. He was hiding behind a tombstone.
I see.
Yeah, got a nice view of everything.
But you have tried, haven't you? Your most recent attempt was to break into the Eurovision Song Contest.
Well, that's right, with my song Pigeons in Flight.
Yeah.
Originally, I intended this for Michael Ball, young, powerful vocalist. I like the way he punches the air on key phrases. You know, he's a nice knockabout quality to Michael's work. Mine's gone a bit funny. He's like a pirate now, isn't he? Gone a bit funny. But anyway, he wouldn't do it. No. And it's too pricey to enter. And Sonia was too bubbly. Anyway, that's back in the realms of history. But this year, I couldn't afford the fee. It's £70.50p.
Outrageous.
It's a bit pricey, isn't it? That's 6 months' pocket money, surely. And Ken, my agent, eventually agreed to pay for my entry in return for creosote in his fence. and reciting his bird bath to be knocked askew by a giant crow. You know. Anyway, he faxed the cheque, Chris. Can you believe it?
You don't fax check. It doesn't work, does it?
Well,
I mean, it's not legal tender.
No, he was a bit confused. He'd had a few Malibus. His Tamagotchi needed feeding. He was concerned. His Tamagotchi, you know. And so he faxed it. I think he thought that it could be coloured in, mounted on sturdier paper. You know, it's possible, isn't it? Well, no, it's not. It's illegal. You shouldn't do that.
But what happened when you did try and get your song into the Eurovision Song Contest is followed in a rockumentary, is it not?
It is indeed.
That goes out tomorrow night.
On BBC Two, the Snooty station. Yeah, very late at night.
Bit trendy.
5 to 11.
Well, let's take a look at a clip of the show. Let's take a look at the clip of the show.
Blimey, it's Terry Wogan. Hello, Tel. Oh, he's ignoring me as well. No, not even a wink. Nice photo, though. I'll have that. Look nice in my garage wall. Next to Chris Rea, and immediately below, the street Spillit Middle Miss.
Mind my ear, you clumsy Egypt.
Terry, you're back. I was about to fold you in half and put you in my wallet.
What? And then I'd never have seen daylight again.
Well, that was a joke, wasn't it, Tom? Yeah, I appreciate you trying to cheer me up, but you can't. Nothing will.
Oh, nothing to cheer. Is it? Were you at a particularly low ebb there?
I was indeed. But would I be spoiling the plot if I told you what happened?
No, go
yes,
for it.
Yes, but I want to.
Don't worry.
But Terry advised me to go to Norway.
Yeah.
Because you see, Norway get an old plat, don't they? Which is funny to us, but not to them. They're very angry. This is why they're killing the whale, Chris. You know, well, they need a scapegoat, don't they?
Right.
Whales being so big, they're an obvious target.
So you were trying to get Norway to sing your song?
That's right. I went over.
Right.
Terry's parting words were, "There's no way you can fail, big fella." You know, it's a clever pun.
He's a comic, isn't he? Now, where do you get the inspiration from your songs?
Well,
I mean, like Pigeons in Flight.
From going to the garden centre, standing by the village pump, that's where I should be now, of course. It's crazy. What am I doing here?
Coffee's free here.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not cappuccino, is it? I was going to play. Can I sing my song about the whale? Very briefly.
Because we talked about sharks earlier.
Well, that's right.
Okay.
And this is to encourage people to save the whale.
Right.
Because, you know, you mustn't kill them. They're lovely.
No.
There we go. Save the whale, its fins, its hump, its tail. Stop the
slaughter. Don't you think you ought to save the whale? Don't be naughty, Norway, to kill the whale's a crime. There are lots of other fish upon which you can dine. Have you tried the cod portion in parsley sauce divine? And tuna chunks in brine, and tuna chunks in brine. Everybody, save the whale, his fins, its hump, its tail. Stop the slaughter, don't you think you ought to save the whale? Oh, a bit high for me at the end. Oh, gone on to tango. Never mind.
Hey, don't give him a big cheer. Well, before we meet